Good morning. If you're tuning on later, hello. Just waiting for a couple people to pop on, and then we will get started with our root chakra meditation. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I got a lot of rest, and I stayed inside, and I took naps, and got caught up on making different things like chopsticks and stuff. So just taking a little pause for me is wild, but I really enjoyed having that pause. I needed it. It's been a long, long time and a busy few months. So just trying to get caught up personally with my life. Welcome in. I see some people are starting to pop on. We'll get started with the root chakra meditation today. A few things about the root chakra. If you don't know anything about the chakras, we have 7 in our body. We're going to start with the root. The root is up the legs and into the base of the spine or the pelvic area, right at your root. Tailbone, sacral area, right above, like below the sacral, but in the tailbone area, in that family. The color is red. Crystals associated with that are red jasper. I know you can use some tourmaline with that, but that is the main crystals that you would use for the root chakra. Scents are frankincense. I know there's some other in there, but like that's kind of the jive of what we're going for with the root chakra. Very earthy. It is a earth sign. When we think of the root chakra, we think of Mother Nature, we think of the earth, we think of earth elements and grounding. So we're going to do that today in our meditation. Although those root chakra elements, thinking of the color red, I wore burgundy as a reminder here. So kind of wiggle down on your mat, getting to a comfortable seat. And as you come to that comfortable seat, I want you to feel the weight in your body and in your seat. The spaces that touch your mat and the ground. All of those spaces are part of the root chakra. The feet, the legs, the bottom, the tailbone. All of that space is connected to your root chakra. Take a couple breaths, noticing how heavy you feel in your seat this morning. And I want you to imagine anchoring that seat down into the earth, like roots are growing from your base. Whether that energy be red, white, feeling that energy start to connect to the ground below. And as we anchor into the earth, noticing if you want those roots to be small, you want them to spread out wider than your body. And as we start to do that with our mind's eye, bring in the mantra, I am stable and secure. If you want to repeat that, you can. I am stable and I am secure. Feel those roots go heavy. going to start with a grounding breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. When you're ready, a big breath in through the nose and a long exhale through the mouth. Again, a big breath in through the nose and a long, slow exhale through the mouth. Sinking heavier into your seat with every exhale. Again, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, sink heavy. We're going to do one more round of that. Sinking just a little bit heavier into our seats, connecting to the ground in our mat. One more set. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Sink heavy. Two more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale heavy. Sink into your seat. Feeling just a little bit more connected to our mat and to the ground. Take a couple breaths. And as we go into the visual meditation, I want you to close your eyes and imagine you're outside next to the river, a creek. There may be some trees, grass. Hearing the sound of the water as it goes across the rocks. As it trickles, moving slowly. The calmingness, the groundingness. Just feeling the connection with the land and your body. We're going to start to dip our toes into that water with our mind's eye, either stretching the feet out or standing up in our mind. Feeling that slow moving water across our feet. Still feeling the connection to the ground and the earth. As we feel the way the water washes across our feet, giving us peace, calming. It washes our worries and our stresses away as we start a new week. Does it feel cold? Refreshing? Calming? Safe? Let your feet touch it. Just a couple more breaths. We'll start to shift to our mind. Do you notice any sounds? Do you feel any sensations of the sun or the wind across your chest or your shoulders? You sense any sounds, birds, the trees, the wind, the water. The space is a safe space for you. So however that looks, it's a space that you can go to when you feel unsteady in life and you need just a little bit of grounding. And as we head out of the visual meditation, we'll repeat our mantra again. You can say, I'm grounded, I am secure, or anything that comes to mind to you. And as we start to connect back to our body and our breath, coming back to the space we are in, focusing back on those spaces that touch our mat or the ground. I want you to imagine from the base or those roots a red, warming light surrounding every place we touch in our seat. Excuse me. Feeling that red light come from the earth or the ground. Feeling it cover the space where our feet touch, our legs, our bottoms. You can go up to our waists, our hips, our knees. Feeling a warm red light, just like a blanket. Stretch across our legs and our lower body. Giving us a feeling of secureness and safety in our seat. An imaginary red blanket. It feels heavy, forcing us to ground a little bit deeper. As we sit in that seat, a couple more breaths. I want you to imagine that energy being so heavy, it leaves an imprint into the ground, like a footprint. Putting your mark in the space. How does that feel? And as we finish that imprint, we're going to do one more round of breath. We're going to do a square breath. That's inhaling to a count of 4, pausing for a count of 4, then exhaling to a count of 4, and pausing to a count of 4 again. When you're ready, we'll take a deep breath in. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. And then start to exhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Next round of breath. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. And then start to exhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause again. 2, 3, 4. And then start to inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause again. 2, 3, 4. And then start to exhale. 2, 3, 4. Letting go of the control of the breath. Feeling our sturdiness into the earth. As we set those last intentions of grounding. When our root chakras feel blocked, we feel very out of control with our decisions, where we are, where we're going. I always say that root chakra is like that red it balloon. It just floats around the universe and we don't know where it's going to land. That can be super scary. We don't know where it came from. We don't know where it's going. Wherever the wind takes it, right? Maybe we need to add some of that it balloon into our life. We don't necessarily have to know every detail that's going on in the world to feel safe and secure. We don't have to control where that balloon's going. It always lands. So putting some trust into the universe and in yourself to know, even when things feel super out of control, you can always take a seat. Pause. Take a few breaths. Feel our roots underneath us and connected into the earth. And know that we can be safe in these moments. Start to give a little bit more trust. Not everything's going to be perfect. Not everything's going to be right. But we can find safety within ourselves when we need it. As we take these last couple breaths, I want you to go back to those roots that we buried in the beginning of this meditation. Feeling them still connected to the space below us and the earth. I want you to start to bring those roots back up into our bodies. We use those roots to recharge, give ourselves some grounding and some comfort and peace. And as they come back in, feel the energy the earth and Mother Nature just gave you, that renewal. Knowing that we can take that with us throughout the week. As we start to flutter the eyes open, I hope you feel a little bit more grounding, a little bit more secure, and a little bit more safe. I'm going to connect my blog that I wrote about the root chakra. So if that resonated with you and you felt like you needed a little bit more connection with your root chakra or a little bit more work, I will put that below this video as soon as it's over. I won't forget, I promise. Sometimes I forget, but it will be below. It'll give essential oils, mantras, meditations, and some things that if you felt a blockage in your root chakra when we were going through this meditation, that you can do at home to help unblock that root chakra. Or if you want to delve in deeper, you can always book a Reiki session and we can go through that root chakra and discuss all those in person. But if you need a crystal, you can always go down to Serona, downtown Fremont. She would have red jasper and some other crystals that would be included in that blog to help you feel a little bit more grounded in your root. Well, thank you so much. Flutter those eyes open. Bring yourself back to your space, back to your body. If you need to do a little wiggling around. And I want to thank you so much for showing up again to our weekly Monday mindfulness, and I hope you have a great week. Any questions, always feel free to shoot me a message. Until next week, we will be working on the sacral solar plexus. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Bye.